Hey guys, this video is part of a collaboration with Avokhii, Cowie's Creations, and SE Brick Studios. For the collab, we were each assigned another person in the collab, pick one of their builds from the past, and had to recreate that build in our own style. I chose Cowie's Creations' Lego Modular-Compatible Underground Subway MOC from about 3 months ago, and I recreated it within my own vision of what a Lego subway would look like, if that makes any sense. I'll leave a link down below to the original MOC, which is a really cool build and you should totally check it out, as well as some links to the other people in this collab and the videos they posted. Without further ado, let's take a look at the subway. As you can see, I built these two Lego modular buildings into a bit of a platform that fits nicely onto the stone columns and the back wall of the subway, but you can easily remove the buildings from the platform and switch them out for other ones if you want to. I only have these two built right now though, so I don't even know why I included that as a function. I also made the subway station so that it could be added onto, just like the buildings above it. On either side, I included these bricks with technical holes so that I could potentially expand the subway in the future and connect the parts together easily. I added two specific details from Cowie's subway, which are the sand green and white checkered flooring, which I absolutely loved in her build, and the minifigure painting, which I also thought was a really clever detail. Apart from those things, most of the subway station came from my imagination. I wanted to give it a retro look to go with the old school buildings on top. That's why I included some lanterns, wooden benches instead of something more modern, a typewriter that's been left behind for some reason, and an old-fashioned ticket booth with a spot for a person to work inside instead of some boring automatic ticket machine. You can even access the booth from the back to add in a minifigure. Honestly, it was really fun for me to build in this old-fashioned style, and I'll most likely use the style again sometime because I really love how it looks. As you'll notice, in this part of the MOC, I sectioned off an area of dark red, and that's because I was running out of white tiles. But I really like the way this section turned out, and I think the dark red goes pretty well against the rest of the floor and the dark gray walls. And that's a bit of a tip for a MOC building. If you ever feel yourself running out of pieces, try to switch things up and the result might actually end up better than what you were first planning for. Scattered throughout the MOC, I included numerous plants in different forms to add some color. Along the front are 6 flower pots which are spaced out evenly, and in the back are 2 larger planters that I put near the benches. I also added in 6 light gray columns in the MOC to hold up the buildings, and I really like the way these turned out. For the back wall of the subway, I wanted to keep things simple, so the only color I used was dark gray. I added in some studs, headlight bricks with tiles attached, and placed with railings to give the wall a slight cobblestone effect. The only other details on the wall are a couple of maps, the area that's being painted, which I mentioned earlier, and the ticket booth, which is sticking out. Finally, let's take a look at the rails. I'm really happy with the design I used for them, but unfortunately they can't actually hold a Lego train. I used a line of rods in the middle, and every 9 studs you'll see the sleepers, which I'm pretty sure is what these parts are called. I'm about 94% sure they're called sleepers because I did do a little bit of research, but still, do not quote me on this, please. I don't know if that's what they're actually called. I don't know. I have no idea. Anyways, the rails go through the middle of the station, and I love how they look in combination with the rest of the MOC. And that's about all for this video. If you enjoyed, feel free to let me know your feedback in the comments below, and don't forget to check out the other parts for this collab in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.